I have to take my glasses off for this one because I am pretty pissed off right now. Just as much at myself as the situation. I'm sure we've all heard that saying, a fool and his money are soon parted. Yeah, that was me today. Let me tell you why. Now, normally, if someone who's begging or panhandling approaches me when I'm going about my daily life, I usually just plaster a polite smile on my face and just say, I don't have any cash on me, sorry, that kind of thing. I try not to be judgmental, and for the most part, I don't even care what your situation is. I'm not judging, but if there's absolutely one thing on this planet that I have zero tolerance for, and I'm talking zero tolerance for, that is stolen valor. Now, for my friends who are former military, my husband, my father, my cousin's husband, y'all know what I'm talking about. My cousin, it's in the military. Y'all all know what I'm talking about when I say stolen valor, okay? So I was working my side job, and I worked as a grocery shopper for a platform, a very popular, well, a brand new platform, but it's gaining popularity, okay? I'm sitting in the grocery store parking lot at the Winn-Dixie at the end of Veterans down by Pontchartrain Expressway. And I get approached by an older gentleman. He has a ball cap on that says Navy veteran. Of course, it's generic. It doesn't say when or where he served or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure you can get those anywhere. Now, my father, I bought this for my father, and as far as I know, they're only sold like in VA hospitals or anywhere where actual veterans go. My father had this hat right here. It says when, where he served. It doesn't say what branch or anything like that, but he used to have a pin on it that said what branch. But anyway, this I bought my father, okay? My father was a Navy vet, for any of you who don't know. My father served in Vietnam War, 68 69. Now, I have a very serious soft spot for veterans. My husband was a veteran. My cousin's husband was a veteran. My cousin was a veteran, okay? I have a lot of veterans in my family. I have law enforcement in my family as well. So these two things I have soft spots for. This gentleman, I'm sitting in my truck. I'm not walking through the parking lot. I'm sitting in my truck. And the gentleman approaches on my passenger side. Which is probably a good thing because you get serious side-eye if you approach me on my side. But anyways, he saw that I had my windows cracked because I was not running my AC. And he said he had his wife and daughter with him. They were in the other side of the parking lot, whatever. He said he was just trying to get some gas money to be able to get to some neighborhood. I don't even know where he said it was in New Orleans East. Well, New Orleans East is probably about 30 minutes from where I'm at right here. And he told me he was a Navy veteran. He had some sort of lanyard around his neck with some cards. I don't know what they were. I didn't really see what they were. He said he was a Navy veteran. He just needed some gas money, whatever. I know, guys. I know. That's the standard thing they say. I get it. But the fact of the matter was, he didn't just say he was a veteran. He said he was a Navy veteran, okay? So, yeah. My stupid ass sits there and thinks to myself, what if this was your dad? What if your dad had fallen on hard times? What if your dad had become homeless when he was disabled? And the guy did look like he was somewhat handicapped. He had a very pronounced limp, like one of his legs was significantly longer than the other. I know, I'm not a doctor. I can't, he could have been making it up for all I know. I don't know. It's not for me to determine if he actually was handicapped or not. So my dumbass goes in the store, buys a few bottled waters, enough for him, his wife, and his daughter. I get 3 bottled waters. I get some cash back on my debit card. because I'm not going to go to a regular ATM because I could get charged twice for that. So, you know, I'm not going to be charged to get my own money. Anyways, long story short, I got a few dollars. I gave him 3 bottled waters and enough gas money to get where he was going. So tell me why, after I'm sitting in this parking lot for another good half hour, the man is still in the parking lot panhandling after I gave him what he said he needed. Now, I ain't mad about the money. My husband and I, we make money. We donate to charities all the time. Yes, legit charities. Focus. Anyway, my husband and I, we give money away all the time to charities. We don't expect anything in return. And look, my father was a veteran, a Navy veteran. So yes, what he said, you know, the feels, whatever. I'm stupid, I guess, whatever. But if my husband and I can afford to spend all the ridiculous amount of money we spend restoring a truck that belonged to my dad, I figured I could at least give this guy some gas money, whatever, you know. So after observing this gentleman walking to and from and avoiding my area because he sees me watching him, he sees me that I'm still here, I'm still sitting in this parking lot, I'm still watching him. So he starts avoiding going anywhere near my truck again because he figures I might just confront him, which I probably would if I had any actual confirmation of what I'm doing. So he kind of sees that I haven't left the parking lot, so he goes on about his way. He scurries on up the road, you know. So I see an employee come out gathering shopping carts from the parking lot. So I decided to ask this gentleman, have you seen this guy here before? Is he here all the time? Has he been here before today? To all of those questions, yes. He comes over here. There's him and one other that are always coming over here begging for money, this and that and the third. And I said, okay. And he goes and he gives that same story all the time, and he's a veteran, this and that. So I'm pretty sure, not 100, but pretty sure I'm dealing with stolen valor. And I'm going to tell you that makes me heated. There are real homeless veterans everywhere. The government has forgotten about them. We, the people, have forgotten about them. And you sitting here claiming to be a veteran for what? To get money off of people, and you're using that because you think that's going to make people more likely to give you money. That's what pisses me off. I could give a crap less about the money I handed him. I don't care. I'll make that back tomorrow, no problem. I have an issue with this. You're claiming to be a veteran when you're probably full of shit. You're probably full of shit, because thinking back now, the cap he was wearing was very genetic, and you can get them at anywhere. You can probably get them online, whatever you know. So, moral of the story is, if someone approaches you claiming to be a veteran and in dire straits, this is what you got to do. Number 1, ask them where and when they served. What branch did they serve in? And if you really think they're full of shit and they're just giving you generic answers, ask to see their veteran's ID card. Because the Department of Veterans Affairs will issue you an ID card when you start getting your health care from the VA. And all veterans, if they've signed up for it, if they don't have private insurance, if they're truly homeless and all that, will have one of those cards, because they can get their health care at the VA and it costs $0. Yes, I got taken for a fool. Yes, I have a soft heart. But don't do that, guys. But don't do that, okay? Never ever claim to be something you're not because you think it gains you more sympathy. I have all the sympathy in the world for people who are on hard times, okay? All the sympathy in the world. I'm a Christian, okay? I would do that for anybody. I generally don't give cash as a rule. I normally will give food and drink because of situations like this. But yes, I was the fool today. I will admit it. But that's what pisses me off so bad. You sitting there piggybacking off of the sacrifices of others when you don't know what it is to sacrifice. You don't know what it is to serve your country. You don't. You don't. It's the same thing when I see people doing it and going so far as to try and wear a bogus uniform of sorts. We gotta do better, y'all. Because that's bullshit. My dad served this country. My husband served this country. My cousin served this country. My cousin's husband served this country. We have to do better. And people are just using it because they think it'll gain them favor with people, or that people will be more likely to listen to their convoluted story. My dad would be ashamed of me right now. Not for the fact that I have a soft heart, but for the fact that I got taken in when I should have known better, because I know the right questions to ask. My dad taught me better than that. And to be honest with you, so did my mother, because she could know when somebody was scamming you in a minute. But instead of going with what my brain told me, I went with what my heart told me. And like I said, the money ain't shit to me. It's the principle for me. It's the principle. Don't tell me you're a veteran if you're not, because that will get me pissed off. And if I do see this gentleman again, I probably won't confront him. But if I see him pulling that same shit with somebody else, I'll probably just go over there and tell him, don't do that. Don't give him nothing. He's a lie. He's a whole lie. The devil is a lie. And he actually had the nerve, the absolute nerve, to tell me, God bless you. What God do you serve? Because my God doesn't believe in allowing people to lie to gain favor with others. Thou shalt not bear false witness. So stop doing it. Stop it. Y'all have a blessed day. And don't be that fool.